Hello, loves. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back again with Chronic Wellness. And we are wrapping up our interview today. It has been such a treat to have this conversation with Mike Porath. So here we go. The closing of the conversation with Mike Porath, founder and CEO of themighty.com.
we have
Yes.
found we have learned that one parent in Germany, one in the US, they were both told they had kids that nobody else in the world was like them, and they found each other on the Mighty. And it was just so, I mean, how meaningful is that to those families, right?
Yeah.
To find somebody else out there that the genes were exactly the same in terms of the actual disease that they both had.
I
So
mean, when you are being told you are alone.
never seen in the history of any medical journal anything like this before. And then but one of those two people actually wrote a post on the Mighty, and the other person in Germany saw it and
Oh,
made the connection and figured it out that this was the exact same thing.
how
So
beautiful.
really cool to see those type of moments. I mean, that's when the folks on our team, that's the adrenaline that we work off of, right? To be able to see
Undoubtedly.
things like that happen in our community. We have a Slack channel where any one of us can post when we see something that's just so awesome, to this comments group, and it's just great to scroll through that. When I'm having a tough moment or struggling with something, I go to that Slack channel. I'm like, okay, we're doing we're doing some good stuff here.
Good.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. When some wacky technology thing is happening or something's going sideways, you
yeah.
can look there for some goodness. Well, I want to wind things up with just a last couple of questions. So, what have I not asked you that you'd really like to tell viewers and listeners about the Mighty or about yourself?
I'd say about the Mighty is it's a living, breathing thing that it's going to continue to evolve. So if people have ideas, if people have, the ways we've changed the platform, the site, all that has generally been based on users and what they want, what they need, what they, see, their comments, their feedback. So for anyone out there listening, who has ideas for us, reach out and let us know. You can reach me at just mike@themighty.com. We have a community at themighty.com where a lot more people will be able to see, that feedback. But we crave it. We really do, because we're really building this for other people. And the more we hear from them about what their wants and needs are, and their own experiences on the platform, the better experience I think we'll make. So that would be just one thing for your listeners to, or your viewers to know, is like, we are very open to feedback.
Great. That's exciting. And then the question that I generally close my interviews with is, my podcast is called Chronic Wellness, because I believe that even in the midst of illness, even in the midst of hardship, there are ways to find emotional buoyancy. There are ways to lift our own spirits. And so in that vein, I wonder what right now for you is lighting you up or lifting your spirit or bringing you great joy, whether it's a television show or something outside or something happening in your personal life. What's lighting you up, Mike?
I'll mention two things. So one thing that I don't get a lot of alone time between the company and the family, right? So trail running for me has been, it's, I guess, my source of like meditation or something like that. That we live in the mountains north of LA. And so I've got tons of trails around me that I can run. And so that is, it's where I work out stress. It's where I, think through problems or issues, or whether that's family related or work related. So trail running is big for me. And then the other I'd say is, I think for a long time, I was an English major. I love literature, and I was a big, reader of books for a long time. And so much of my focus going into the Mighty, it's all short form, type of content. And just recently I started getting back into, reading books. I went back. One of my favorite writers is a woman named Annie Dillard. And So I've gone back to read some of the books that, and there's something about her prose is just so beautiful that it just puts me in a great space. And so I'm kind of going through there, and every night I'm trying to end my day, reading a little bit of Annie Dillard, and that's been helpful to me.
Perfect. Thank you. What I love about both of those examples is that they are an acknowledgement of deep self-knowledge and based on that self-care. And for anyone who's in my audience, those are really key things that we cannot attend to ourselves deeply. We cannot know how to really pay attention to our own spiritual wellness until we know ourselves and know how to care for ourselves. So thank you for those two examples.
Sure. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can.
Aren't we all? Yeah. Well, folks, this has been my interview with Mike Porath, the founder and CEO of The Mighty. And if you are not on the platform, it is not too late. Go there now. You will not be sorry. There are hashtags and affinity groups that can help you get information just from the groups you want to hear about. Then there are broad ways to hear from everybody on the platform. You can sign up for newsletters that'll come just to your email box about the groups that you want to know about. And there are ways to create content that's as short as how I'm doing today and getting people to respond to that, as well as longer ways to participate, writing articles and such. And Mike, I'm so grateful for your time and participation here on Chronic Wellness with me today.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for having me, Annette, and thank you for being an active member of the community. Other people wouldn't be getting the support without folks like you who are really participating and helping folks out.
Well, it is my absolute pleasure. It feeds my spirit to participate. So thank you very much. And until we're together again, folks, thank you for watching and listening, spending a little bit of your time and energy here with us. And until we're together again, be well.